Welcome back, Romantic Home family. I'm Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly fall decor crafts. Hey, this is episode 20 in my huge I Love Fall series. I would love to have you guys subscribe to this series and follow me on my new Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page. Still waiting for my old page to get recovered. Say a little prayer. I have my little trusty assistant Benji Bear here. He has on his Thanksgiving scarf. Don't ask why. Listen, I know you guys are here for the crafting, so without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all how to make this super adorable 3-tiered pumpkin topiary. So from the Dollar Tree, I grabbed 3 of their pumpkin signs, and I am just removing those little top leaves. Now save those for later. We're going to use those again. Okay, the next thing I did was I took some Mod Podge and one of these jack-o'-lanterns. So this was kind of more like the Halloween jack-o'-lantern, but I flipped it over and it gave me the perfect size for this pumpkin topiary. I added Mod Podge to the part of the jack-o'-lantern that was flat, and then I just laid down my cute little paper from Hobby Lobby, and then now I'm going to take my pumpkins and I'm going to hot glue them together. So you hot glue your first one on top of your thankful and blessed, but don't cover up those letters. And then I'm using the P for the first initial of my last name. These are also at Dollar Tree, and then I added my cute little check one to the top. Now I'm going to make a super easy simple bow using my easy bow maker, and you guys can pretty much get these anywhere, but I'm going to do like a little tiny kind of 5-inch bow. So you just go back and forth, and those little center prongs are amazing because they hold your bow in place without you having to like hold it yourself, which, hey, I kind of like to cheat here and there, but I do have a bow video for you guys linked down the description box of this YouTube video if you want to go check that out. So now I'm using some of this ribbon. I found this on Amazon. It's a pretty great deal. Type in fall ribbon and you should be able to find this as a 4-pack, and I will try to link it at my Amazon store as well. So anyway, I'm just adding this up next ribbon. So I use the orange and black buffalo check, and then I'm using the orange and black, or the white and black buffalo check with the pumpkins, and then just this regular little orange ribbon from Hobby Lobby. So I'm using 2 kind of larger, thicker ribbons and then a little bit of a smaller ribbon. And you can see what I'm doing with my scissors is I'm dovetailing those ends. So you basically just cut a little upward triangle, and then I did tie that off with a zip tie. I have been using zip ties on all my bows, which you guys can use floral wire or pipe cleaners as well. I'm adding a giant dollop of hot glue, and I'm just going to press my bow down onto the top of my little topiary. And then remember that leaf I told you guys to hang on to from our second pumpkin? There it is, and here is how my topiary turned out. Listen, I am crushing on this. I love making topiaries. They are so great. This is going to probably go next to my fireplace mantle on the inside of my living room. Right now it's in my little crafting studio because I haven't gone full out fall yet, but it is coming, you guys, and I am here for it. I hope you guys are here for it and you're going to get totally inspired as well. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take one of these thankful and blessed pumpkin signs. Again, this is from the Dollar Tree, and you guys, all stores should have these. They usually have them out and they don't usually get bought up, but I will tell you to grab a couple of extra ones because you can make topiaries and snowmen out of them. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take some of this beautiful craft paper, and I'm just going to trace out the shape of my pumpkin, and then using my scissors, I'm just going to cut out the pumpkin. Now, I will tell you a little trick you may want to do. You may want to cut a little bit extra around where you traced out the pumpkin shape, just because it kind of helps. If you cut too little, then you've got that pumpkin part showing through. But anyway, have fun with it. Cut you a beautiful little pumpkin, pretty, whatever color or pattern that you love in your paper. This paper is from Hobby Lobby, and I'm using a generous amount of Mod Podge, and then I'm going to pop my little paper onto the front of my pumpkin, and voila, check out how gorgeous this pumpkin is. Why have I not been doing these before now? Anyway, I'm going to add a generous layer of Mod Podge on top of this as well. I may use this in my bathroom, so I'm using waterproof Mod Podge. You can get waterproof Mod Podge at your local craft stores, and that way, if a little bit of water gets on it, it's not going to ruin it. So the next thing I wanted to do was really razzle dazzle and glam up the stem of my pumpkin. So I'm adding some more Mod Podge, and then I'm just going to pop some glitter onto the top of that. So I'm adding some glitter onto the top of my little pumpkin stem. You could wrap it in burlap if you wanted more of a rustic glam look, but I had to get out my glitter today. I just couldn't resist. The next thing I'm doing is making this cute little loopy bow by just making loops and then hot gluing the loops together. And then I'm going to pop that onto the side of my little pumpkin here. Now I'm really going to get jazzy with it and add in a jewel. These jewels are from totallydazzled.com. I love Natalie. She's the owner. It's a small business, so she's amazing. I'm going to leave a link down in my description box for you guys to check out her jewels. She runs amazing sales, and literally her jewels are like $1.50 each, and they're gorgeous, you guys. And they come on brooches. I usually detach the brooch part, but anyway, I re-added my little leaf to this as well, and so there's that little glittering leaf. Now I am just crushing on the amount of variety that the stores are finally starting to put out for fall. So Dollar Tree is even putting out a crushed velvet kind of pink colored pumpkin. I'm probably going to do more traditional in my living room and whatnot, but definitely in my little office space and possibly my bedroom and bathroom, we're going to have some flares of pink pumpkins or roses or just something different. I will again go traditional in my larger spaces in my home, but when it comes to my little spaces, I definitely want to do something that has just a little bit of a flair of something different and that cute little wow factor. So I hope you guys are inspired to take a walk on the rose side with this one. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all how to kind of fall out pretty much any little vase. Okay, so this vase from Dollar Tree is super cute, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a rustic chic look, and so I'm just taking some Dollar Tree nautical rope. So basically grab a roll of nautical rope or two, depending on how big your vase is, and just add nautical rope to like the bottom half of your vase, and it's going to give it a little bit of a fall feel. And listen, this is such an easy fun craft. You guys could get some vases from your local thrift store, whatever floats your boat. I feel like you can just always go a little bit more rustic with your decor for fall. Now Dollar Tree has these pumpkin picks for only $1. They're way more at Hobby Lobby. You do get more on them, but I think this is a steal of a deal, and I'm just popping in some little pumpkin picks into my arrangement. Now I only did like halfway down on my little vase, and so I decided to just whip out some more nautical rope and add some more vase. Now I will tell you guys that nautical rope drives me a little bit crazy with Dollar Tree nautical rope because it's so hard to cut on the end and keep it from fraying. So if you guys have any great tips for me, definitely let me know. So I'm just continuing. If you guys have this vase, you may want to continue down almost to the bottom, but don't go all the way to the bottom because then your vase won't sit very flat very well. I basically just used up kind of what was left on this and then called it good. I really wanted to get a little bit more on there to where it wasn't, you know, three-toned or whatnot. I guess that makes sense, hopefully. Anyway, so now I'm going to trim this off, and then I decided to pop in. So here's what you guys could do with just the white, or you could pop in all three colors, which is what I did. Okay, I'm just taking a little bit of a walk on the wild side with this one, you guys. So I popped in the turquoise and the orange. Now you could mix it in with some different colors as well, or you could just go all with one color. And again, I got a little crazy today. I don't know, I had a little bit of a wild hair, so bear with me, but I hope you guys are inspired again to get creative and go for it. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all how you can take one of the Dollar Tree ceramic pumpkins and give it some razzle dazzle, some spicy it up. So I'm just using this pretty little turquoise. It's the Aqua apple barrel paint from Walmart, and I'm just taking my paintbrush and I'm running it down those center pumpkin lines. I want to kind of give it like a little bit of a glam flair, I guess you would say. by adding some stripes to my pumpkin. So this is just a fun idea if you want to get a little bit creative and add in some fun colors into your fall decor, especially if you don't do the more traditional colors, or if you do the traditional colors and you want to just use orange paint to jazz up some of these white pumpkins. I think the white pumpkins are adorable as is, but I do love to get really creative with my decor and just add in, tons of just pretty shapes, colors, and I think the stripes are just a fun way to give your eye something to look at and add a little bit of dimension to this. And again, get creative. You could do pink, purple, black, whatever suits your fancy and floats your boat. I have been commenting to you guys that I've been noticing a lot of aqua being thrown into the fall decor this season, as well as navy blue. So take heart if you're not crazy about traditional colors. I will do traditional colors in my living room, but I'm probably going to think outside the box in some of my smaller, more girly spaces. So now that I had that finished, I decided to add some Mod Podge to the top of my little pumpkin and give it a really nice little glittered up stem. I think this is such a fun idea, and it makes it look really customized. If you go into a boutique, you'll notice those little flashy touches where there be jewels or a little bit of glitter, or just something that's really going to kind of catch your eye and make it look somewhat unique. So this is a fun way. You could also do these for gifts or centerpieces if you were doing a bit of a tablescape, and again, just really get creative with your colors. So here's how it looks like so far with just the stripes. You could even add another touch and use your paint pen. I love this paint pen. It's actually a little bit, more expensive. It's about $5 for the pen, but it goes quite a bit of a long way, and it's called the DECOR Premium Paint Pen. I get it at Michael's, or you can also order it off Amazon. I may have one linked to my Amazon store as well, but I'm using this to highlight because it really makes it look kind of gold. If you guys go on the Mackenzie Child's website, you're going to see some really funky pumpkins. So maybe it'll encourage you guys to get outside your box of, thinking that it just has to be one way. That's what I'm here to do, is to inspire you guys and just kind of encourage you guys to have fun with things, get creative, and go for it. And last but not least, we're going to take a walk on the wild side. Again, I'm going to use this Dollar Tree pumpkin. I'm going to flip it over, and I grabbed some Hobby Lobby, a crafty paper, and this is in that leopard print. Okay, so I have eyed some of the leopard designs for a while, but I've never really went for it just because I didn't know if I wanted to invest in leopard fall and then hate it in a year. But I think it's so adorable. So I'm taking a walk on the wild side, and I'm going to create one, see how I use it, see if I love it, and then maybe I'm going to go for some of those leopard pumpkins. Hey, this is the year to get crazy, do something fun and different with your home decor and your seasonal decor. So I'm just using some Mod Podge. I'm giving it a generous layer of Mod Podge, and I pre-traced it and cut it out. That seems to make it easier than trying to put it on there and then cut around it. That's just my little tip from what I'm learning with this. And then I'm adding a nice little layer of Mod Podge on the top, and I'm using the waterproof Mod Podge. Again, you can grab from pretty much any craft store. I think Walmart even carries it. And the way you'll know it's waterproof, it has the blue label. So anyway, I'm going to add some more Mod Podge to the stem of this, and then get jazzy with the stem and add that beautiful gold glitter. This gold glitter is from Walmart. It's like $2, maybe $2.50, maybe $3 at the most, and it goes a long way, let me tell you. And then I'm just going to take this leaf. Now this leaf was left over from another project. You guys are going to have to go back and watch some of my videos. I'm having so much fun crafting, but I am going to glam this leaf up. Hey, we need to add the maximum sparkle and shine with the pumpkin leaf and stem. Then I added a cute little dazzling jewel to the top, and that's going to give it that extra little bit of sparkle and shine. And of course, this is all optional, but how adorable did this come out? Oh my goodness, I think that this was probably one of my favorites that I've done in a while that's outside of the box with your normal fall decor. So as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreating. Now, I want you guys to comment down below the answer to my secret question. I'm giving away a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card. I need to know how you guys are taking a walk on the wild side for fall decor. Come on, let's get fun. Let's do just a little something tiny different. Maybe you're going to try a different drink at your local coffee shop that's fall related. Maybe you're going to try a different fall candle. Maybe you're going to buy a velvet pumpkin, do something different that's going to step you outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you're going to create an unusual new fall dish. Drop those comments down below. Light up this comment section with positivity. And I love y'all, and I thank you for being here. Okay, you guys, I have to share my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. He loves to hunt and fish rocks out of the lake. So over the weekend, we took him to the lake, my daughter and I did, and he loves to get the biggest rock he can find and pull it out of the lake like he's fishing. It is so hilarious and so adorable. And then he doesn't like his nose to get super wet, so he'll like grind it around on the ground like you can see what he's doing. And it's just so funny because he does not really like getting wet. So that's what cracks me up about this. But you guys, drop a comment down below. What odd things do your pets do? Have you ever had a dog that likes to pull rocks out of the lake or the ocean? Or I'm so curious to wonder too what he would do at the ocean. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. For those of you all that are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama, and I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. I have to share with you guys Benji Bear's cute little scarf. It's a Thanksgiving scarf. I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, but hey, we're in our fall series, so might as well. Speaking of fall series, this is episode 20 in my I Love Fall series. I'd love to share with you guys so many budget-friendly crafting and decorating ideas. And for all of my loyal, amazing, wonderful, beautiful, kind, sweet, just gorgeous followers and subscribers, thank you all so much for being here, for all of your beautiful comments. I have read so many of them. I feel like I'm gonna cry. You guys are so amazing, truly. You really know how to make a gal feel just wonderful. Thank you. And also remember, every time you guys leave a sweet comment, people are reading those comments and they're gonna get that surge of that dopamine hit of just that goodness and that love that you're putting forth. So keep those comments coming. You guys mean so much to me. And so Benji Bear just got back from a little walk. I had taken him last week to get his booster shots, and he was just feeling, not very good, but he is doing so great now. He's a little sleepy right now, but he feels fine. I just took him for a walk, and it's kind of hot again. It got cool, and then it's warm again, and cool and warm again, and all that fun stuff. So, but listen, this is episode 20 in my I Love Fall series, which means we've already done 20 episodes. Wow, how did we already get here? And it's just the beginning of September. So you guys, please go back and check out the rest of the I Love Fall series. Something new that I have done this year is I'm adding in a devotional to every single video for you guys. And I've even repeated some of them because I'll have things going on in my life, in my day, and struggling with forgiveness, struggling with hope, struggling with joy, different things. And I'm like, I'm going back to this little devotional and saying, okay, if I'm struggling with it, y'all might be struggling with it. So we're just going to go back and reread it. So anyway, I have a new devotional for you guys today. This is the devotional we're working out of. And this is just more of God's words of life for women. Really any devotional, just grab one that's going to uplift you and make you feel inspired. I want to do one for our next series, for our Christmas series. Maybe that's one that everybody can follow along. So for those of you all that are really into devotionals and really find great devotionals, I maybe try to look for another one of these that's similar that everybody could order. But if you guys have a good one, drop one down below. Oh, and I had a sweet friend, Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you for sending the devotional that you sent out to me. I still need to get to that one. But listen, so we're going to go ahead, and the last devotional, one of the last devotionals that we did when we were moving forward in the book was on love. This next one is going to be on obedience. And I have been switching to drinking tea today because I have a long sleeved flannel shirt on. It's water because if you know, and you're in that time of life, a long sleeve shirt is not your best friend. Because it did get warm again today. So I have ice water. Excuse me, but I have been enjoying chai tea, green tea. Don't drink that in the afternoon if you're like me and it's going to keep you up. But I have been drinking 1 cup in the morning and then switching to like a lemon zinger ginger tea for the afternoon. But it's just toasty. I have a tennis match to go to for my daughter this afternoon. And so I don't want to get overheated because I already know I'm going to be overheating, and all this pretty makeup you guys see on my face is probably going to be on my chin. So anyway, but we have Benji Bear here, my little 4-year-old terrier. He wants to say hi. say hi with his Thanksgiving scarf on. He's like, Mom, you said that we could have some turkey. I didn't say that, Minty Bear. Okay, now I'm weirdly talking to my dog. Let's go ahead and read about obedience because I have been struggling to be obedient. I said some words to somebody that I shouldn't have. I regretted them. And I knew when I was saying it, I shouldn't say that. Does that happen to you guys? Don't say that. God says, hey, don't say that. Don't send that text. And then you go and send it and you're like, oh, what was I thinking? So I need to be obedient. I've got to get my act together. The blessing of obedience. How often in the course of a day, especially in summer, does the command shut the door ring out? We shut the door against the inroads of insects, pets, and heat. The woman in 2 Kings 4 had a twofold need to shut her door. A creditor had come to take her 2 sons as slaves. She shut in her 2 boys. She shut out the world around them. A crisis calling for nothing less than intervention from on high, and she had no intention of letting outside interest rob her of the answer of her fervent prayer. In her extreme need, she gladly heeded the voice of Elijah, the man of God. The abundance of oil that God supplied met her need of paying debts. We might well wonder what would have happened had she done everything else God commanded, but had left the door open. Distraction and possibly derision might have moved her to abandon the instructions given by the prophet. We can only speculate, but we do know that unless we deliberately shut out the world's noise, there will be little chance to hear the voice of God. I need to hear that so bad. I need to listen to God's voice. I have all the time God giving me little nudges, and it's almost like I feel like he has to lop me over the head with a cast iron skillet to get me to listen. So if you guys are like that, here are some scriptures on obedience that we can heed and listen to and meditate on and pray with. So this one says, you have declared this day that the Lord is your God, and that you will walk in his ways, that you will keep his decrees, commands, and laws, and that you will obey him. And that's Deuteronomy 26:17. The next one says to love him with all your heart, with all your understanding, with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself is more important than all the burnt offerings and sacrifices. And that's Mark 12:33. What does the Lord your God ask of you but to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and to observe the Lord's commands and decrees that I am giving you today for your own good? That is Deuteronomy 10:12-13. The next one says, I will always obey your law forever and ever. And that's Psalm 119:44. The next one says, keep my decrees and follow them. I am the Lord who makes you holy. And that's Leviticus 28. So the blessing today is going to be obedience. We are going to be obedient to God's word. We're going to be obedient to the calling of the Holy Spirit and do our best. And you know, I think something that helps me in obedience is being intentional, to put it on my fridge, to write it in my devotional, to think about it, to meditate on it, and to really address the things that I personally struggle with that are going to get in the way of me hearing God's voice. So definitely working through all those things. And I wanted to encourage you guys to keep moving forward and taking one step forward. Even if you get knocked 2 steps back, get back up, you guys. Don't give up. Keep going. I want you to get up, put another foot forward, get up and make your bed, do your dishes, fix your hair, wash your dog, wash your floors, you know, text a friend if you're not feeling well. I love y'all. I feel better soon. I'm praying for you guys. You know, stay positive, keep going, because if you are watching this video, it means God's given you another day, another chance to be kind to somebody, to smile, no matter what kind of pain is going on in your heart or what kind of grief, because, oh gosh, I'm telling you, I have been going through it. It's just God's given us another day, and that is a blessing. So thank y'all. You are a blessing to me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And follow me on my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page. It's a new page. I have a pretty new picture with my blonde and gray hair. You guys can see this. A lot of you all have asked about my pretty dark hair. It's still there. I just have gray. So my stylist has woven some blonde in to try to mix the gray in just a little bit more. It happens to all of us. My mom actually is white hair blonde, and it is beautiful. She's such a beautiful woman. So Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna hug all of your hearts so tight. If you need prayer, drop those prayer requests down below. And hey, I have been in the mood for some fall baking. So what is the favorite thing that you love to bake for fall? Are you planning your Thanksgiving Day menu? Obviously, Benji Bear is with his little Thanksgiving Day scarf. I would love to hear some of the dishes that are your go-tos. So for me, I'm super boring. I go to mashed potatoes every single time. You know, my stepdad brings brisket. My mom brings pies. My dad brings like snacks. And, you know, I'll make the sides. I'll make the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, the gravy sometimes, you know, just all the like little goodie sides. I make macaroni and cheese for the kids. So what are you guys planning on for Thanksgiving? Or do you go out for Thanksgiving? Or do you do, some people do enchiladas for Thanksgiving, or, you know, pasta. What is your tradition? I want to hear about it. I am thankful for you guys. Thank you. It is an honor to be here. It's an honor for you all to watch me. I wouldn't be here without you guys. I'm a one-woman show. It's just me and Benji Bear and my little trusty glue gun and all that kind of fun stuff. So I hope to inspire you. Crafting and decorating calms my anxiety, and it helps me lift me out of a depression. And it just makes me have joy, and it beautifies my home. And I give a lot of my stuff to my neighbors and friends and all that kind of fun stuff and family. So I love y'all to the moon and back. We're going to have another video coming up this weekend. So and until then, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.